Hey, this is Chad from Bacon Firearms Review. We got a cool looking rifle here. You guys are probably wondering, what the heck is that thing? Well, that is an SKS. And you're like, wait a minute. I thought SKSs had wood stocks. That's a good question. I actually got a Bullpup Conversion Kit for this one. The company that makes this kit is called SG Works. You can look them up at sgworks.com and order a conversion kit, which would cost about around $270 to $280. But you know, it's a little investment, but it's pretty much worth it. So, I mean, the only problems I find about, the problems about this gun basically is it won't fit 30 round mags. I mean, they put a little groove right here, as you can tell, and that's supposed to help you rock in the mag, because you're gonna have to do like an AK-47 style, basically in, then front first, then back. And yeah, other than that, it's a great rifle. I mean, the recoil seems like it's a lot lower. I don't know why, but it just seems like it. And also the accuracy, I noticed, is improved. I don't know if it's just me either, or I don't know. But it's just a fun gun, and shoots 7.62 by 39. If you guys don't know what the ammo is for this particular rifle, and what I've done to it, I had a red dot for it, but it was some weird brand, off-brand. It was too good to be true. It had a laser on the side, but it was kind of cheap. So if I were you, if you're looking for red dots, don't buy the cheapest thing out there. I mean, if you want something good, spend a little money for something of good quality, and it won't break on you just like mine does. It's like I always change the battery on it, and all of a sudden the battery just dies within 10 days, even though I turn it off. So you got to be aware of that. Just make sure you look at reviews of different products, especially if you're going to go to Amazon. If you go to Amazon, I really highly recommend looking at the reviews on it and stuff. Even if the overall average is 4.5 stars, I would look at the worst case scenario, look at the whoever had the 1 star, see what their problem is. That way you get a better picture of what you're dealing with. I forgot to mention, this is actually a Norinco SKS. It's Chinese made, so that gives you a little idea that if you have something that's a little lower quality, like a Chinese SKS, this kit can pretty much fit any Yugo SKS, Romanian, Russian, any of the others. So that gives you a nice, decent picture about, how long it's going to take to fit this on, which took me about 4 hours, because there was some filing you have to do. But, we'll make another video on how to actually install this particular SKS to the stock, so you guys actually know how to do it. Alright, now we're going to learn how to field strip this and clean it properly. But I'm not going to actually get the oils out and stuff. I'll tell you what you need to do, but there's not much to do to clean this, but we'll get to that. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to inspect the gun. No rounds in the chamber. Nothing in the chamber. Now we're going to remove the mag. That's out. Then we're going to just release the bolt, because it actually locks open. So if you pull back and let go, the bolt will go forward. So the only way for this to lock back, actually the only way to put the mag in, is actually locked back. So you have to pull it down, and there's a tab back here where the mag hits up against when it's empty. And that will hold open the bolt like that. So the mag will rock in. Then you just pull back. Well, it has to be loaded first. It'll lock open on the last round. But there's enough of that. So we'll take the mag out, put the bolt open, and this is your dust cover right here. So you push this right here. This flips open your dust cover. Release this pin, which we already done, and we lift up. Okay, now that's loose. So when you take this out, you're gonna kind of rotate it. I'll show you. You just got to be sure you don't damage this. This is actually a polymer. But you lift up like this, and you kind of rotate down because the bolt's in the hole. Now this is free. Now, if you're familiar about taking the SKS, this part should be pretty easy. So this actually comes up like that. Then what you do is wiggle this out. Should actually pull it right out. And this is actually a standing pin, so it'll stay there. This top cover comes off. Recoil spring comes out. Pull back your bolt. Here's your bolt. And here's your other main lower part of your bolt. So you got these two parts. Just make sure you don't lose them, which is pretty hard to do because it's so big. So yeah, basically what you do is just kind of clean this area right here. Just clean it out, wash this, clean out this, these bolts, both part of the bolts, then the dust cover, and clean that off. And also just run a brush down the bore, clean out your barrel pretty good and stuff. So for this, if you want to take off your muzzle brake, if you have one like mine, there's actually two screws right here. They're holding on to the original front sight. I wanted to take this front sight off, but what I'm actually end up doing is actually cut it right here. So it's actually flush. So this isn't hanging there. Plus, it'll help out with the weight too, reducing weight on the front and put more on the back. And also, I'm going to cut off this with a Dremel, with a cutting wheel. I'm just going to cut it off. But there's a pin right there, so I got to make sure I don't go above that, or it's going to fall out. So, I mean, that's what I'm planning on doing with this. So, yeah, that's basically how you clean it. And I'm going to make a video pretty soon, and I'm going to take this out at the range and show you guys what this looks like when it's actually fully operational and how accurate it is at the range. Thanks for watching.